Good morning. Actually, it's afternoon. If you guys all remember, I dug this out a while ago now of the barrel, and I've had it sitting in water. And we're gonna split it up and put it along the edge here. And I've got one other container that I broke that I need to do as well. So I'll show you how I do that. Trench is all dug. I'm just leaving that bit at the minute because I'll see how much I've got, but I'll probably make them quite small plants and then I can spread them out and they will eventually grow just as big as they are here. So that's the one out of the big barrel, and then this is the one out of the pot. So you can see their roots are quite tight, but you could probably split this probably, I don't know, about that big. So we'll get on and do that. So I'll pop you guys here and we'll get it cut up. Just use a sharp spade or, yeah, whatever you've got handy, I suppose. And then you've divided the plant. Oh, kind of. There we go. And it doesn't technically need all the roots because they'll grow back. So you could, if you had snippers, just cut off all of that, which I might go and get and do. So that's technically one plant there. Always a good idea to mark it out with your fingers a little bit before you cut, because then in my mind it's just easier. So I'll cut that one. So yeah, this is miniature Agapanthus. It is variegated, so it doesn't sow seed everywhere, which is nice. But it does multiply. See that? It's just come off. So that's technically another plant there. So I could just plant that by itself if I wanted to, but we'll keep it with the bunch. And then, yeah, I'll go in half again with those ones because then that'll give me 4 out of that tiny bunch. Oops, that wasn't evenly done, was it? Oh well, that's right, we'll pop that in, it'll take off. Okay, and that's basically how you do it. You do end up with all of this, but it doesn't need it at this stage because it'll regrow anyway. So, then I just got to move on and do this big one. That's all them in. And we'll just go ahead and put the chip back. I did put a couple of these plants which I got from my mum's at the end, and then looking at it, it might make just a nice there, and then I might do some on that side. What do you reckon? I think though, because they do have flowers, so that would look nice. So yeah, and then that's that job done. One less plant to get out. I've just got more of those ones to put out, which probably gonna go up where my tomatoes are, and the rose. And now it's starting to rain on me, so that'll do for now. Right, good morning everyone. As you can see, I have given away tomatoes and I have planted out what I need, but I still seem to have quite a few left, and they're getting huge. This one is ridiculous. So that is my mission today. We're going to go around and find somewhere for all of them to go. Some of them are going to go out the back with the buttercups, and then I'm going to find some stands and then just put them probably over with the other money makers, which are over there, since I've got all that space in that garden there that I can just put them in there, because we might as well try and get something out of them. So yeah, got a few there to do, so we're going to organise and get a few. I'll have to set up my trolley again. I'm having to use the trolley because unfortunately my wheelbarrow tyre split on me, and I need to get another one, which not in the budget at the minute. So we'll set up the trolley, take some plants around and get those all in today. Okay, so I was thinking putting them along there, and then when the pumpkins come up and over, I'll try and guide them to go further back, then come forward, and then hopefully the tomatoes along here will do all right. So we'll get them all set up along there and plant them out. Okay, that's that lot in. I'll probably go ahead and give them some support, tying them up and whatnot a bit later. I'll watch and see how they go. Now we've got to go around and find some poles and put the rest in somewhere. Yep, well, this is the one good thing about planting in veggie mix, is that they haven't needed any feeding or anything, and because I've had to take so long to get them out, they're still growing beautifully and healthily. So always plant your seeds in veggie mix, it definitely helps. So it has taken me about 20 minutes just to find all my standard thingies. Some of them are, whoops, where you going? Some of them are these, which are pretty useless. They break pretty easily inside, but they should do the trick. So, yep, and then we just gotta, I think I've got to find one more for that one, which I must have miscalculated when I was doing, and I'm also going to add an extra one at the top of these guys here, because there was a bit of room there. But these are all about the same size as these, so they're not too far behind. So, yep. And then this one I had to give to this one, which this tomato has self-seeded obviously and has decided to come up by itself, so it's bonus. So yeah, then I'll have a walkway onto the garden, hopefully full of tomatoes. So I'm going to tie these guys on as well, so I'll get on and do that, and then I'll show you when I'm finished. Alright, that didn't take long. All planted in now. I'll probably leave tying them up for now. I'll keep an eye on them, and then if I see any of them struggling a little bit, I'll tie them up. Everybody's in, all the tomatoes planted. Now I just have a messy bench to deal with. And then yeah, contemplating putting some silage through the middle there and around them. 1 to help retain the moisture, and 2 keeps the weeds down, as I've said before. But then looking at that end of the garden, I probably need to weed this anyway. So that might be a project for another day. Didn't take me long, but the temperature is certainly getting up there today. And I'm already sweating, so might even just go into my shed and clean up the bench a little bit, shall we? Might be a bit cooler. Let's go do that. Right, so if we clean up all this bench, that'll look a lot tidier, won't it? This one's getting there. Don't worry about these guys. These technically are the golden ones, the tiny ones, which I was really hoping to put into a big pot. So I'm hoping they don't look at them. They don't look very good. So I'm not sure. I probably should just put them out somewhere and let them do their bush thingy. But for now, clean up all the stuff in there and clean up all the bench. Right, that looks so much better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is probably move the flax over there, so I can keep an eye on it a bit better. And yeah, these are just old car mats. It's really good if you've got containers and you're watering them and you don't want it to go all over your bench. Put your car mats down. I think you can get the ones now that have the edging all over them, which would actually work just as well. So, and then so I'll put the flax there, and then I got a couple of the manukas. They can go over here, and then I'll just pop these guys back over there for now. Actually, we'll get them a little bottom dish. And that will remind me to plant them if they're right there in sight. And then that sort of tidies up over there. I plan on doing some seed sowing, soon as well. I actually might just move the clivia over here as well, because then it'll be out the way. So that's technically my potting bench, so it'd be better if I had that cleared off. So if I move the clivia over there, and then I can clean up my little tray. This has all got dirt in it, so what I'll probably do with this stuff is I'll put it in a bucket and soak it with some water, and that should bring it back to life. And then we can plant some plants in that soil. So yeah, got a few flowers. What I really want to do, marigolds, zinnias, snapdragons, and another mix. These are all my dad's seeds, and they look really old, so I'd love to just get them out so they can have a chance to grow. Those raw veggies, so they'll probably only to tidy that all up as well. Yep, so that'll do it for today. Yeah, no, still got to clean that up, don't look. That'll do it for today, so hopefully have a nice productive day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.